In this video, we're going to talk about the 3 exit framework when you start to consider when is the right time to exit the business. Now, if you've been running your business for any period of time, at some point you're going to think, I can't run this business forever. What would it look like if I got out of the business? How long would it take? How do I even start approaching this conversation? Who do I talk to? Is it easy? Is it difficult? How much time does it take? Will I get the price that I want? All these questions and more are asked every single day by owners and operators of small businesses, family-owned businesses, independent businesses. If you're the head of the ship and you are the business owner and you're thinking these questions, watch this video where I talk about the 3 exit framework. The very first exit is the mental exit. First and foremost, you need to get yourself into the right mental space to where you know wholeheartedly that you cannot run the business indefinitely. You have to own that information and then take action upon that information. If you're not in the right mental framework, then you will just simply go to work every single day, working in the business, putting out fires and doing all the things that need to be done and wearing all the hats that you need to wear in order to make sure that the ship continues running. When you put on the mental framework that you know you cannot run your business indefinitely, it then forces you to start acting and operating inside of your business in a completely different capacity. Simply having the information and committing to taking action is a very important step. Knowing that the time will come and that you need to get prepared and you want to start planning for what this eventual exit from the business will look like. That is the mental framework. There's plenty of business owners out there that do not have this mental framework. They wake up in the morning, they lace up their boots, and they go to work as any other employee inside of their business. They're not thinking about creating long-term enterprise value. They're not thinking about successors and bringing up managers and leaders that could take off their hats and their roles and their positions. They're not thinking of any of this. They're just going to work. And then years down the road, they wonder why they can't get out of the business. We don't want that for you. So the first framework is the mental framework where you put on the mindset that at some point in time you will need to gently walk out of this business and ride off into the sunset. This allows you to start planning and taking appropriate action towards your future exit date. Now, once you've fully committed mentally and you know that an exit will occur down the road and you're fully prepared and you're owning this information, the next exit is the role exit. Now, if you're the owner operator of your own business, chances are you're wearing multiple hats. So what you want to do is define those hats. Those hats are individual roles. And then you want to ensure that the people underneath you, those taking on the new role, are well positioned to do the job. Chances are you've worn and continue to wear multiple hats inside of that business. Your job is to define those hats, those roles, and then to find people that can take those roles and then do the job better than you ever could. Yes, it takes some time, and no, it does not happen overnight, but it's a critical, important next step if you're ever going to step outside of the business. Now, every hat that you remove creates a little more freedom and a little more flexibility for you inside of the business so you can focus and spend more time on things that actually make a greater impact. And if you want to sell the business at some point in the future, you're absolutely going to need someone who can run the business in your absence. That is ultimately what the buyer will expect. That there is somebody there, not you because you're getting bought out of the business. There's someone or a team of people inside the business that can run the complete operation from end to end and keep it flowing smoothly so the new buyer can step in and do what they need to do in your absence. If the whole thing falls apart in your absence, that is not a very strong business and is not very desirable in the marketplace. And simply think of it like this. If you were selling your car, but your car required that you stayed in it to drive the vehicle, no one would want to buy that vehicle. It's the same thing with your business. If somebody wants to buy your business, but you absolutely need to be in it in order to make sure the thing doesn't fall apart, then that is not a very valuable business. And then we get to the final exit. Now, the final exit is the final exit. This is where we have strong systems in place, a great management team, a great strong culture, a good profitable EBITDA in net margins. You have good vendors and suppliers, recurring customers, intellectual property, all the great things that any buyer would be jumping at and would be willing to pay a premium for. That is our objective. When we go build our business, we want to create that kind of environment inside of our organization because we're making it valuable and lucrative and we're increasing the enterprise value every single day that we go to work. That's our objective, and this is why we go to work so hard every single day working on the business to make sure we're increasing the enterprise value for our eventual exit. And there you have it. Those are the 3 frameworks, the 3 exits that need to occur. The mental exit, to make sure that you're fully aware and you own the information that it's time to get out. The role exit, where you start to remove yourself from the role with good standard operating procedures and strong talent. And the final exit, where you go and seek a perfect buyer for your business. These 3 exits need to occur before you are finally laying on the beach, sipping pina coladas, or riding off into the sunset. So my hope for you is that you are aware of this information, you own it, you apply it, you increase your business, and you can finally realize the value that you've worked so hard to increase inside of your business and one day get that big exit check. If you've enjoyed watching these videos on this topic, please like, comment, and subscribe below. Let us know in the chat if there's any additional content around this or questions that you may have. I'm always more than happy to create more content around building, scaling, and growing your business for a big final exit. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.